professionalism was there on just about everybody. You know, we kept in contact, which was good because that always provided a reinforcement to the connection. So, you know, hey, I'm going to go with these guys. The other thing was obviously, you know, you were going to buy as is.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that reservation I had with some of the others. You know, they walked in, they looked around, and you could see them kind of nibbling on the edge of their tongue.
Yeah.
And I understand that, you know, I mean, you're walking into a house that looks like...
Just to recap, because I'm not sure if I was recording on the start, we were just talking about how, when I arrived the first time we met, you were actually interviewing another home buyer.
Yeah, my own clumsiness, I don't know how I ever did that, but you know.
It happens, yeah.
But, you know, it all worked out for the best, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
And, you know, with all due respect, screw you guys. You know, I mean, whose opinion counts?
Yours.
There you go.
Yep.
You know, and again, you know, I really apologize for the house being a wreck, but you know, this was the third time I'm getting ready to move.
Yeah.
So anyway, but you know, I appreciate the fact that you always kept touch with me, and when I had a question, you got back to me. Not necessarily the other professionals, but I've dealt with people that, you know, oh yeah, well you have a problem, you just call, we'll get back to you, you know, 36, 48, 60 hours later, yeah. So, you know, that just another check in the good column.
Good.
So, what else would you like to know, sir?
Well, you know, we were super thankful that, you decided to work with us, and, you know, it's our job to steward any deal that comes across our desk, like the very best that we can. And I really felt like you were, you know, receptive to what we had to say, and, like, you know, from when we met, we always try to go the extra mile to earn your business.
It was interesting. It was not a unilateral decision. After I had spoken to a bunch of people, I conferenced with my son, the one that's yanking on my chain. Move as much as you can.
Yeah.
And he pretty much agreed with my decision.
Good.
So I said, you know, you got 2 yeses. I guess you're going to the big play.
Woo. So 1 to 10 altogether, how easy was it?
I thought it was spectacular.
Okay. Super easy.
It was, yeah. You know, there was a good comfort level, and like I said, you know, the chemistry was there, and hey, let's hook 'em, book 'em, and cook 'em.
Hook 'em, book 'em, and cook 'em. I love that.
The funny thing is, I'm not a fisherman.
Hey, neither am I. That's okay. And how long have you lived here at this house for?
I've been here for 20 years.
20 years.
My wife and I bought this brand new, and you know, with her decline in health, the decision was made to move. Oh, cool. All right. And you know, 60 days before we were supposed to be in Albuquerque, you know, God gave her wings. So I said, all right, well, meanwhile the house is wrecked because we were moving.
Yeah.
And then my discussion with my family, you know, they're yanking strings. Well, you got nobody in Dallas, and you need to come home, and And my son, come on, come to West Virginia. And then my grandson start harping. I said, "Oh, okay, all right." So, and so I start packing again, and that fell through. Actually, it was postponed. I was going to be here until August of 23, and then I don't know if I told you, it started as a joke. His wife had put a post in Facebook. The townhouse next door is up for sale. And I just happened to see it, and I wrote, "How would you like a new neighbor?" Well, she writes back, "Awesome." And I kind of planted a seed. Okay. And, we just, and then I'm talking to my grandson, and he says, "Grandpa, you're not here yet?" Okay, so
Takes
she
a little
planted
time.
the seed, he put the soil, the fertilizer, and the water on it. And so the plan was, do the house, get out there, and I was gonna move in next door to them without telling him.
Oh, you were going to try to surprise him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And then, his wife said, "Oh, well, we had a crazy Texan move in next door, and I invited him over for dinner."
We've been moving crazy Texans since 2016.
So, anyway, that kind of fell through, and I had to confess to my son that, okay, all right, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have thought there was a conspiracy going on.
Well, good. Well,
but you guys have made it really easy for me to, matter of fact, you guys got it. Everything is done with you guys.
but we held up our end of the deal.
You did.
We
Two
met.
thumbs up.
I love it. We met. We had a price agreement, closing date. We closed, and a free lease back. All right. Awesome. Would you recommend Southern Hills home buyers to your friends?
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, if I remember right, I sent you a text. This is, I recommend you anybody that's thinking of selling.
Awesome.
The problem is nobody over here is selling.
Well, it's Murphy. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Well, originally, and I didn't tell my neighbors because the one on the south, the one on the north, and the one across the street were all looking to buy the house. Okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't want a bidding war going on. Plus, I didn't think they'd be able to come up with any amount of money in that short a time. And you guys, just put it all together, just like dominoes. All done. So I finally told the people across the street, and they were like, "Huh?" And I can't believe they were surprised because, the number of people driving, pulling up and wandering around my house, and I figured that would have stirred something.
Yeah.
But no, not a thing. Okay, well.
Well, good. Well.
But no, you guys got my vote.
Awesome. Well, I've worked with a lot of homeowners and a lot of sellers, and I can honestly say, you're one of my favorite people that I've got to sit down. We've had a lot of good conversations together, and I'll always remember working with you on this. And it's a real pleasure that you allowed us this opportunity to work with you, and excited to get you moved on to the next thing in your life.
I'm glad I chose you guys.
Awesome.
You made it really easy. Like I said, man, 2 thumbs up.
I love it. High five. We did it.